Let's see, black. Hi, I'm Michty Maxx, and I'm here to share this video about the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipsticks. I'll do a review and lots of swatches so you can check out all the ones that I just bought in this haul. And I might mention, if you want to check out the lip art that I've got on, I've got a card for it up there and it will be put in the description box. I received this box about yay big with all my liquid lipsticks inside. And after you open up, you see you've got a nice tissue paper wrapped parcel and also a little postcard too. It's actually an advertisement for their 2 new lipsticks that they just recently came out with. And I actually grabbed one of them myself, which you'll see. And they all come wrapped together in some tissue paper with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo all over it. And when you open it thusly, you see that you've got some bubble wrap inside and all your liquid lipsticks in their little boxes. And this is what the packaging looks like, a pink box, or in the case of Blue Velvet, a blue box. And you've got the Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo all over it, and also underneath you have a sticker with the name of the liquid lipstick on it. All these liquid lipsticks are $18, and each of these tubes has 5.6 milliliters, which is 0.19 fluid ounces. So if you compare that to the Lime Crime Velveteens, which are 2.6 mils, you're actually getting quite a lot more in this short little squat tube. And if you check out the Dose of Colors ones, they're pretty much made from the same type of packaging, just different colors. And on their site they state that they're all cruelty-free and 100% vegan. And they have ingredients on the website if you're interested in all the ins and outs of the product. I've got all the details and the direct links to these lipsticks on my blog if you want to check out the card or the link in the description box. So I actually purchased 6 of the shades, going for some of my favorite colors and branching out and trying a few others, and even grabbing some that just looked cool and I thought I had to have. So after you pop the box open, this is what you get. This is the packaging of the actual liquid lipstick. And it has a nice kind of squat, fat tubing with some gold lettering on it, and if you open it up, you see that it's got a doe foot applicator, and it's one of those slanted kind of scooped ones, and that should be pretty good for picking up the exact amount of product that you need to put on your lip, and it kind of curves to the shape of your lips too. All of these Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks are very fluid in consistency. The Lime Crime Velveteens are a little thicker, and I've heard that the Kat Von D ones are quite thick actually. The main reason that I got any of these Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks is because of this one right here called I'm Royalty, and it's described as a royal purple, and the name says it all. And it really is a delicious, vibrant purple. Okay, this was the easiest one to apply out of all of them. I'm seriously, you guys. This one pretty much just jumped out of the tube and laid itself on my lips. It doesn't need layering up at all. You can just swipe it on, and I seriously feel like it was made for me. It's fantabulous and a simply perfect purple with its glorious color. And I was right. I absolutely love it. Like all of these shades, this one is comfortable on the lips. It has a slight amount of tackiness, so it's not too drying, but over time you do end up with a bit of a dry lip feeling. I mean, it is a matte lipstick. This is the only one out of the bunch that stains, but it's not that bad considering most purple lipsticks leave you with an incredibly bright pink shade. And with oil-based makeup remover, it comes off fine. There's not much of a fragrance from these. There's a tiny amount of like kind of pigment paint smell, but really not much at all, and you have to really get your nose in there, and after it dries it doesn't have that smell at all. And because I really love red lipstick, I also got this one, which is called Red Rum, which is named after the backwards murder lettering in The Shining. They say it's the perfect cool toned matte red and looks great on any skin tone. And this one comes on strong too. It is a rich, true blood red shade with nothing held back. Totally unapologetic and thoroughly opaque. My applicator for this one was a bit fuzzy, so I had a bit more trouble applying it, but I would usually outline with a pencil to give me a guide anyway, and you can always use a lip brush if you like. There's no staining with this one, and it's also a comfy one to wear. Red Rum works for any pin-up or glamour look and is a downright sexy lipstick. They also have another orangey red, which is called Anna Nicole. And I'm guessing Anna Nicole Smith, because yeah, who else? And we have the next one. And I couldn't go past checking out their black lipstick too, and it's called Weirdo. And they say it's the blackest black matte lipstick on earth. With one swipe, you get a solid layer of blackest oil coating the lips, and you really don't need a second pass. It's definitely an amazing, thoroughly pigmented black, and it has the fluid texture that makes it really easy to apply. There's pretty much no staining with this one, and it's quite comfortable on the lips as well. I love this one, and I'm really impressed by the bitchin' color of Weirdo, and I'd have to say that it is the best black I've ever tried. Since it's such a strong color, you just need to make sure you get an even outline. That's why I usually use a lip liner and a pencil for a black lip or any strong lip at all. Although this applicator in general is pretty easy to use. And we also have this one here, which is the mysterious blue box when all others are pink. And we find inside that it's blue velvet. They describe this as a deep blue shade. I pretty much just got blue velvet to mix into any other liquid lipstick that doesn't have enough blue tone to it for my taste. If you watch my perfect purple lipstick video, you can see that I have a lot of purples that pull too much to the red side, and I prefer a more blue toned and cool toned lip. So what I think is I can add a drop of this and mix it in and actually get a tone that I would prefer. I know this works with any of the Jeffree style liquid lipsticks, but I'll see how it works with other brands and see if the pigments mesh. You can easily just mix it up on the back of your hand by dabbing out a little bit of each of the liquid lipsticks and then mix them in, and yeah, you can get any color you want, which really you can mix any of these as well. I've got blue velvet on my hand here. I'm sure you could build it up and get an opaque layer, but so far it's the most fluid and least pigmented. This is a fantastic dark inky blue color that is pretty remarkable, and I don't think I've seen anything like it. It has the ability to be built up so it is opaque. You just have to dab it on a bit in certain places, and for this one at least double dip to get what you want. It's not really great at sticking to the corners of your lips, but for the most part you end up with a solid motherfucking kick-ass deep blue lip that looks seriously like actual blue velvet. It's so rich and matte. It doesn't transfer upon a kiss and stays put well. There really isn't any staining despite its deep dark color, and its more fluid texture gets better into the lines of your lips than the pastel shades, as you'll see in the next swatches. They also have a navy shade which is much darker, and that one's called Abused, so if you like dark blue lipsticks, I'd check that one out. And here I've got Queen Supreme, and actually this is an amazing color, and I can see how you'd really want to wear this quite a lot. Queen Supreme is a vibrant, gorgeous and opaque pastel neon pink on the lips. This is the first swatch I did, and like with the others, I would definitely wipe off the doe foot applicator to apply it to your lips. But this time I thought I would do it the way they suggest with their special scooped design. It's just a touch tacky, so the matte texture isn't uncomfortable when you wear it. There is just a tiny bit of product transfer when you kiss, but because it's a light color, it's really not noticeable. This one really doesn't stain, and once you remove it with a good solid oil-based makeup remover, there is nothing left. This swatch is one coat, without wiping off the applicator or dipping it back into the tube, and it thoroughly coats the lips. It is such a fun color, and honestly, I can't take my eyes off it. For the best result, I would keep your lips taut in a smile when you're getting the pastel shades of liquid lipstick to dry, so you don't end up with cracks where your lip has lines. This one is definitely a cool toned pink. They also have a bright medium pink that is very neon and looks lovely. I believe it's called Prom Night. And they recently came out with a couple of new ones, and I grabbed one of those for myself as well. And this one is called Blow Pony. Now the description of the color is a pastel neon, gorgeous shade of matte lavender. Then about the name, they say, what does Blow Pony mean? Anything you want it to. Now, Blow Pony sounds to me kind of like, you know, it's the 80s, there's a bunch of coke around, maybe porn stars, that kind of vibe. That's what the name kind of gives to me, but it's a lovely lavender purple, and that's all that matters, I guess. It isn't too light or pastel. It still has enough vibrancy of color that you see the really rich purple undertones. The pigmentation of this one is phenomenal. I'm really impressed. Even with scraping off the applicator and only using a very small amount of product, the opacity is hard to beat. The color is mesmerizing, and I'm really happy with how this beautiful lavender shade appears on the lips. It only has the faintest amount of transfer in a kiss test, and there's practically a negligible level of staining. You also have to watch out with this one to coat all the nooks and crannies of your lips to get all the lines on your lips thoroughly covered, as I said. So that's it, that's all the 6 shades. And there are many more on their site if you want to check it out. As I said, it's linked in the description box, and my blog has all the direct links. All these babies dry down to a super matte finish and are brilliant when it comes to shade choice and pigmentation. They aren't the most long-wearing liquid lipsticks I have, but they stand up pretty well against eating food if it's not oily, drinking from a straw is fine, and some light kissing doesn't disturb them either. They are incredibly hard to get off with regular makeup remover, and you definitely need an oil-based one to get the job done if you don't want to do lots of scrubbing. I'm pretty much blown away by all of these. The opacity is fantastic, they're easy to apply and dry rather quickly, and the colors are awesome. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick review and swatch video, and subscribe for more tutorials. Also check out my band and podcast on iTunes.
Click the little boxes if you want to see other tutorials of mine.